Well, guys, it finally happened. This past weekend, I think it was like Thursday or Friday, we found out that Sigil, which is D&D's virtual tabletop that was going to be integrated with like D&D Beyond, they had this like 3D environment set up that looked kind of like Tailspire-ish, which is another virtual tabletop a lot of people use, is going to be sunsetting. It's going to be over here at the end of October. It's the 27th now. And they're no longer going to have this anymore. And I kind of just wanted to go over, I remember whenever this got announced, back whenever the 2024 rulebooks were getting announced, and I was very excited for it in the idea of like, oh, well, this will make it so that when we do end up playing online more often, which we do all the time now, we can integrate, minis that we buy and everything with the tabletop that we use, as opposed to it being like, Roll20, which is a little bit more flat. It was a cool way to look at a 3D environment for your game. And I was like, oh, well, that could be very interesting. If they integrate it well, I'll definitely use it. And now here we are, October of 2025, and they are fully sunsetting it. And I never ended up having the chance to use it. I remember when they announced they were laying off like 90% of their team not too long ago. And I was like, oh, well, I guess this is never going to be something that really hits for like mainstream TTRPG players. And here we are with the entire platform shutting down. And it really makes me curious I know I've been talking about this lately, but what WotC's plan is for D&D here in the future, because I felt like that was almost a surefire way to make it so that, people weren't going off of your platform in order to play the game. And yet here we are with Sigil being fully shut down, and there's plenty of other digital tools and stuff that you can use to do the exact same thing. So yeah, did this already exist, and was there already a platform in which you would do virtual tabletop stuff? Yeah, there was already plenty of other alternatives. But say I went to Barnes & Noble, right, and I picked up a set of minis and it had a code on it where it was like, hey, you can unlock these in Sigil as well. That would definitely lead me to buying more of WotC's minis, to be like, oh, well, that's cool. Well, now I have my sick Duke Zalto from Storm King's Thunder mini in Sigil. So now I can just play with it online, and I also have a physical copy. Stuff like that I think is really cool and a good way to integrate it. Now, they don't do this with all their books and everything, so they might have just been doing like microtransactions where you buy it a second time anyways, but that's always been a cool idea to me, using the Webkins model. The Webkins model of you buy a physical thing, you get a code, and you're able to get it on there. Now, they don't do that with Magic the Gathering or anything with like Arena, but if they did, that would be such a cool way to get me to buy more stuff, because as we are right now, there's not a lot that Wizards of the Coast is doing that's making me want to buy more product. I'm already in the ecosystem, I'm already playing the game weekly, but I'm not using anything outside of their rule set and their players' handbooks to actually play D&D these days. So I'm really curious, especially with how far down it seems they've been going, where things might, turn up here, because they've got to have some kind of announcements coming up that might make me excited. I know there's more Dragonlance type stuff that might be happening soon, which would be kind of cool, but so far we don't have any big exciting announcements for the future of D&D, and so that's still what I'm waiting to hear, because lots of other TTRPGs are doing what D&D is not, and that's just, or a lot of other communities are too, so there's just not a whole lot to look forward to in the first party space, and I would like to see more coming out, and the whole Sigil being shut down thing does not bode well for the future of where they are as a company. So we'll see. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.